Okay, so here's another guide, I guess you could call it. I don't know. I wouldn't necessarily call it a guide because I kind of cheesed it, but hopefully this helps someone beat this boss. So, I'm talking about the Jiren God boss right here in Arcade Mode Universe Survival Saga. This is probably the most difficult fight I've had this entire game. Um, it's just a little ridiculous. Everything, like, coupled with the fact that the game removes one of your slots on your team and replaces it with an ally here, which, by the way, doesn't matter at all, so take whoever you want. Last time I took Goku. I'm just gonna go ahead and take Boo this time so I can finish him up. I'm not gonna do Ultra Completion nor the Legendary Completion because fuck that. That's too hard. But this is my team. This is the team I have chosen. And it seems I've only completed it one time. I just completed it and I figured I'll record it and show you how to do it. But this is the team I did, and I don't think I'm gonna fail based on the way that this is set up. So as I said, it is cheesing a little bit because of come on, come on, because of this module right here. So I can't actually survive round 2, so instead I use this module, which allows me to revive in round 2. Which, I mean, is the only way that I have found for the strategy to work. Otherwise I just die in round 2 and it's over. But if you can figure out a way to survive round 2, or just get lucky flat out and Jiren doesn't get super attacks off, then you can go ahead and use this deck and you should be good. Because this deck, the way it works is that in round 3 is when you really pop off and win the battle, no problem. But as I'm sure most people know, the Xenocell Berserker Goku combo is very popular and often works extremely well. Uh, the round 2 version of it, which is the one that most people use and I use a lot, doesn't really work in this fight because of Jiren's damage reduction. Because as you can see right here, Jiren, or you will see after he attacks, but Jiren increases his own damage reduction every single time he attacks. Which oh, by the way, you don't have to win CIs at all for this. But he increases his own damage reduction every single time he attacks. Which means it stacks up pretty quickly and it makes it really, really difficult to kill him. And so if you were to do the round 2 Berserker Goku strategy, you wouldn't be doing much damage at all. Unless you find some way to cancel that damage reduction or reduce it completely. Which I didn't look around. I looked into cards that can cancel damage reduction, but once I found this strategy I figured I'd try it, and once I did it worked, so I didn't look much further. But if there is a card that cancels damage reduction or reduces it by a significant amount in round 2 and you can use a Berserker Goku strategy, then go ahead and do that. But if you were having trouble with this fight like I was, then I think if you just go ahead and use this deck, then you should be good. But this first round doesn't really matter, it's just a matter of waiting until you get to the second round. But let me explain some of the cards. I should do that. So Xenocell, obviously, for surviving round 1 without taking massive amounts of damage. Berserker Goku, very popular card, probably one of the strongest cards in the game, just outright damage wise. He is for the 3rd round kill with his Dragon Fist, not 2nd round like normal. And then Gine, obviously, to give him that 2 times damage, give the Berserker Goku that 2 times damage, because Jiren doesn't actually cancel damage increases, which if he did, then I'm pretty sure this fight would be impossible. And then we have the Android 21, who her ability is that in round 3, prevents the enemy team from getting a power level above 15,000. So right here we're going to choose the revive module. If you have a module that like reduces damage or something like that, then that might work as well. But anything that allows you to survive all the way to round 3 is going to work for this. But yeah, I'm just not going to transform. I don't, just because it wastes time. But yeah, we're going to move the boo up, and I will tell you what the boo does. So yeah, Android 21 prevents enemy from increasing power level above 15,000 in the third round only. And that is just one way to guarantee that you go first in that third round and let the Berserker Goku do as much damage as possible. And then here the boo, this is Xeno Boo here, he has the CAA of, he has a super slash mode, which means after he attacks, I'm going to actually try to win here. Okay, I'm not going to win. Of course I'm not going to win. If you can win the CIs in this second round, you could probably survive and you'll be fine. But it's unlikely because this Jiren just almost always gets perfects. In any case, the Xeno Boo here, he does super slash mode, so at the end of his attack phase in round 2, he will do that super slash whole thing, you'll see it, and he reduces enemy damage reduction by 100%, which means any damage reduction that Jiren has stacked up to this point is just completely gone. I don't know if that is for the round only, for the rest of that round, or if it's permanent. Let me see if it actually says permanent real quick. So it just says minus 100% to damage reduction. So it doesn't actually say whether it's permanent or for the round only. That's not good. See that? That's not good. See, we were supposed to revive there, and the battle module is a very high chance of reviving. We did not get that very high chance, so I will be back. Alright, so here we are. I got back up to the point where we were before, and I got what I should have gotten last time, that very high chance to revive. Whoops. So instead of just getting the KO, I'm reviving, which is what would happen most of the time. So that was rather embarrassing. Doing this whole guide about how to beat this fight and then I just lose. Whatever. I think I was talking about Boo's super slash mode, probably. Oh, cool. Not gonna win that. But yeah, he does minus 100% damage reduction, which means, you know, it is what it is. And then who else is on the team? So I think that is all the members. So yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and do this super slash. And round 3 is where we can finally win. As you can see there, the Jiren takes no damage with that damage reduction up. Oh, the cooler! I don't know if I talked about the cooler. When his super attack is ready, he reduces the enemy's guard to 1. So that's just, as you can see, Android 21 limiting that power level there. I'm gonna go ahead and transform here, because it is just extra damage. And the cell isn't all that useful. He isn't, the only thing he's useful for without being transformed is increasing your power level, because giant characters, from what I can tell, don't increase power level at all. So if you wanted to increase power level, then keep him on transformed. Otherwise, definitely transforming, he just does more damage. But yeah, the cooler, when cooler super attack is ready, which based on how much hero energy we have, it's gonna be ready. Yeah, okay. So cooler super attack is ready, and he's gonna go ahead and reduce the enemy's guard to 1. And here we go, Jiren giving Goku that 2 times damage dealt, which is gonna guarantee us that victory. Yeah, this is just cooler here to make sure that Jiren actually takes as much damage as possible. So right now, Jiren's damage reduction should be 0, and his guard should be 1. So he's taking maximum damage. In theory, as I said. I don't know if that Xenobu's damage reduction is for the round or permanent. So yeah, none of these CIs matter. If you somehow win them, uh, then sure, I guess that's some good damage, good for you. But I am terrible at CIs, and dimensional pressure sucks, so it makes it almost impossible to win, except for right there. But this is just extra damage, just making sure that you win. The Goku's gonna do enough damage at the end anyway, so anything that happens until then doesn't matter as much. And I don't believe that Jiren can be stunned, but maybe we'll see here. I don't know. I really don't know. I didn't try any teams that focus on stunning. That was just me being bad. Okay, so look how much damage that Berserker Goku is doing even before the Dragon Fist. It's crazy. It's absolutely insane. Cell here. Nope. And then there's Dragon Fist, and you know, this is pretty much it. We're just gonna go ahead and watch it, but this is how to win this battle. Use my mouse so I don't make as much noise. I gotta say, the music for the Dragon Fist is absolutely spectacular. Some of the best music in this game, and this game has a lot of good music in my opinion. But yeah, there you go, 26,000 damage. Not quite as much as I think Jiren has 30,000 health. Although I'll have to go back and look. But he does a very, very, very good amount of damage. So hopefully this helped anyone else who was having trouble with this. And if you don't have this specific setup for some reason, then you know, use it as a guide. Thank you for watching.